came from the bottom and now he is lit. He was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh? This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When the not save us, you be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain. And we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Hatchet, hatchet. Check three, check three. Watch the eye.
Check 52.
Kill, kill, kill.
Turn right.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
49, check 49, check 49.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 3.
From the 17, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And him running the football is not something that... defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Joker, Joker.
From the shotgun, Wilson completes it to Dixon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know.
Check 9, check 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. He's cracked.
Zebra.
Check it, crack. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready, let's go. 4 down.
4-7's the mic. Here we go. Chance. You got tight right there.
36 power.
Check.
Nice.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Check 24, check 24. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Mike 47, watch the screen. Go. Mike's 47, Mike's 47.
Now Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 99, check 99. Watch it. Hey, check. Watch the shift.
From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Game time.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 47. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Slam. SOS.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Golden Tate. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
57 to Mike.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Go.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check, touch 50, touch 50. Right.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson powers through again and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now it's Carson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Giants' 20-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
14, run it.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Check 4, check 4.
Check, lucky.
Check 13, check 13. Shift.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Rip left. Switch.
14. Charge.
From the gun, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike's 50.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, Smallwood. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
We're scoreless after 1. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Slam. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 95. 10.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Watch twist. There. Watch twist. Kill.
On first down, it's Carson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch out. Check 43.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
47. So we got man. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Watch the out. Pick the edge. Come. Check. Fresno. 12.
Wilson operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Okay, ready? 50 seconds, run!
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Deep rip.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Chip. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
Bang. Alert. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
He's coming.
We got something.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Took right.
47's the mic. Pick it up, guys.
Check Mike 47. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Bang out. Good touch.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10. At the 27.
Mike 47. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 47. Mike 47.
You ain't doing nothing.
Alert.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Check 52. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
49. Check 49.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check three. Alert. Kill. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey. Jumping. Why?
Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
47's the mic. Watch the screen.
Check 9.
Rush in.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Coming this way. Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, alert.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
Jones throwing again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set.
Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Hey, I 7. Ready?
From the gun, Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Check. Check.
40.
Check 24.
12.
Hey, watch it.
Here's Carson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Alert 3.
Hey, 0.
Check 99.
Operating from the gun, Wilson, and Dixon has it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch the ship. Hey, watch
14.
check 31.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 87 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He's going to air one out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And some strong running. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right, I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Jones now on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones operating from the gun. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go, brother. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
61, matchbox lights. Go.
To throw again, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. K.J. Wright in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, Echo.
After the sack on first down, Jones steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Check the backer, check the backer.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Check 50, check 50.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Alert.
Check 25.
On second down now, it's Carson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike 47.
47 to Mike. Hey, 0.
Check 47.
Rabbit.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Jones to throw again. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
I'll go special. I'll go special. Hey, guys, listen.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
54. Oh, here we go. Oh, kill. Slam. Deuce.
Good job right there.
Slam.
Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Ready.
57, Mike, 57. Bandit. 57, Mike, 57. Watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Red Ellison, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, Team 6.
57's Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Every time. It's a set. Come on, fellas.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The toss out to Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
70, Indy.
You better be afraid of me.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Seahawks 2-yard line.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Go. Go.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Kill.
Check.
Front left.
Watch out.
Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
I got one.
Check.
47, 26. Mike, 47. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Mike's 47.
Mike's 47.
Further left, further left.
Let's go, let's
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Both sevens and Mike, both sevens. It's our time. This is our time, guys. This is our time.
Good tight.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Take the edge, take the edge.
Come, one left, one left.
Fresno.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Crunch.
This is Carson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Jim. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Bang.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Ready up.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check.
Again, it's Barkley. And some room to work. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 75 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Wayne Goldman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, alert.
Zebra.
Check three. Kill.
Now Wilson on third down. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
36 power.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Jones throw on target to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the line.
On first down, Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And that'll wind up moving.
You run. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
6-6, pull it high.
50 seconds.
Take go.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We want it. Come to my work.
Ready?
Here's Gallman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Jones. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, wahoo!
57 to Mike. 50.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
380. Got it.
12.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, watch this.
Who's the team?
Check 24.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You don't want none. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
Check 50.
It's gonna be a long truck. It's gonna be a long day. Kill. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 99. Check 99.
Watch.
One left.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Right.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
It's our time.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 31. Check 31.
Front it.
Slam.
Right.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now it's Tate. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A final score now from Oakland. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Bring it.
Big rip.
They'll go to Barkley again. Shrugs off another. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Giants.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.